let's say for someone like me, right, who trains primarily on I do like strength training, bodybuilding stuff about 3 days a week, similar enough with grappling then. For someone who has, let's say, strength goals, aesthetic goals, and they have skill development goals within, whether it's Muay Thai, whether it's they're doing MMA, they're doing Jiu Jitsu, they're doing wrestling or judo or whatever it is. How best can someone balance those two modalities where they have the strength goals here and sort of aesthetic goals in one category, then they have maybe the skill acquisition goals, they want to compete in martial arts? How should you balance the two best?
Yeah, probably the trickiest balance out of, because it's a question I get a ton, and I've made one video on it on YouTube. It's nearly got 100K views, probably my most successful video. But I'm making a version 2.0. But the way that I like to look at it is everyone's going to be on a certain continuum in terms of you're going to have your guys that want to be professional fighters, and you have those guys that are bodybuilders that want to dabble in a little bit of martial arts for the first time. So first and foremost, you need to understand that with one, there's opportunity cost for both. So if you're wanting to maximize your combat sports performance, doing a push-pull legs or focusing on bodybuilding, you are not going to perform at your very, very best as a mixed martial artist. You're probably going to get overworked and cooked very, very quickly. And on the other side, it's like, well, if you're wanting to be or focus like 80% of your efforts towards bodybuilding or hypertrophy or strength goals, then you have to appreciate that that's going to affect your ability to accelerate your progress as a martial artist. Now, we'll cover the macro for both. So if we start with the guys that are wanting to be the best martial artists possible, typically I run either 2 or 3 full body sessions for these athletes. These are athletes that are either all the way from amateur to professional. Doing any more than that is going to take away from their ability to do skill acquisition sessions. So the things that I look for if you're maximizing combat sports performance is the gym needs to provide you with a stimulus or things that you can't get from combat sports training. So that tends to be maximal strength, because very, very rarely are you doing a 1 to 3 repetition maximum effort in striking, especially in grappling. If you're versing someone who's 3 or 4 weight classes above you and you're trying to sweep them or anything like that, yeah, you might be working at maximal effort and doing maybe that. You may be doing that once or twice per session, but it's just not as controlled as having a set weight for a main lift like a bench press, a pull, a trap bar deadlift, a squat. That is the main purpose of the gym for combat sport athletes, is giving them what is missing in their sessions. Another thing as well is with, let's use jiu-jitsu as